everyone. Welcome to another Clever Name Here video. Today, I'm just chopping more wood, as you do when you are base building. I'm working on the same base that I had shown you in the last video. It's a bit of a work in progress. It's the, I don't know what we're going to call this one. The stone base? Sure, stone base. If you come up with a better name, put it in the comments. You probably see my other massive base on the dam. I'll call that one the Ark, because it kind of looks like the Ark. But anyway. So I'm chopping some wood because I need to make the next floor, if you will. I think I've got enough wood. I've already made the walls that I need for the outside. I think I've got enough wood to make all the beams and the actual roof itself that we'll stand on. Got this nice little gnome for killing a tank. I'm gonna put that somewhere special, maybe on the mantle. Let's take a hike over there, and I'll show you the game plan. So, as you know, this building is made of the stone foundations. I've got them going all the way through the outside. I gotta fix the fireplace. It's sticking through the wall. I'll do that first, I guess. So, foundations are on the outside, and the wood platforms for the center, just to kind of mix up the different textures a little bit. So let's fix this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Extinguish. Oh, sorry, Jerry. Oh. That sucks. Okay, so here's a learning lesson for you. When you... damn it. When you collapse an item and there's something on top of it, there's a good chance that when it falls, as it will, and it lands on top of the packed up item, that packed up item disappears. So that just cost me like 60 rock. Fine. Now I have to build a new one. Oh my good lord. No! Okay. Here's a learning lesson. Make sure you're packing up the right thing. Oh dear lord. Okay. Alright. This is just one of those things. All this to pick up a stupid fish. Come on, pick up the fish. Damn it, Jerry. Oh no. Okay, well I'm ever glad that that wall was, or that ceiling was supported elsewhere. Otherwise I'd be dead right now. Oh god. Okay. And of course my weight is too heavy. So you go there, Jerry. And I need that, but we can put that there for now. I think I should be able to handle this. Okay, good. Big hole in the wall. That's just great. Alright. First we place the floor back. And then we put, I think I had one of these. Put the wall back. I've got enough rocks to build the fireplace, so let's go to decorations, and I think it's under... No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh gosh, where was it? Utilities? Yes. So I guess this is a good time to give you a little bit of a look as to what the things that you can craft. You've got your campfire if you're out in the wilderness, kind of on your own, and you need a quick fire. Um, they disappear after a while, but there's a campfire there. 10 rocks, pretty easy. The crafted bed, as you can see, I've got one over there. You need one of those in case you die, so you can respawn. You got your propane heater, it provides you some heat. You need to find a propane heater top and a tank, which you can find just out in the world, various shops. The stone fireplace is what we want to build right now. It's just it's a heating source, but it's more of a fancy one for a base. You could also use a stone furnace, a little bit smaller. I don't think it throws off heat. It might. I'm not exactly sure, but you can use this for smelting or for cooking or just about anything. You've got the water collector that you can set up outside to collect water when it rains. You've got your water purifier so that you take the water from your collector, you put it in the purifier, and it cleans it for you. Or you could use like water pure tablets if you wanted to. You got the workbench, which I do currently have, but I will be putting one somewhere in this base. And a placeable generator. I found one that was already built. It's sitting on the front porch, but normally you just need a small generator, electrical parts, and a power pole. So the power pole you have to build. Oh gosh, how do you build that now? Shoot. That's a good question. How do we build that? Not structures. You'll notice that there's things in this menu that may not be in your menu if you played this game before. It's because of all the mods that I've added. Some of it's nice, some of it I could do without, but is part of other mods. So I kind of deal with it. I thought it was in base building. Decorations, lights, tiki torch. So you need power poles in order to make these lights too. But oh, that's gonna. There it is, power pole. Scrap metal, duct tape, electrical parts, and you can make yourself a power pole to attach to a generator, to attach a work light to, so that you can have lights all over your base, and then you don't have to be sitting in the dark. These are your basic components that you make to make a lot of things. But for now, we're going to make the fireplace. I need scrap metal. I don't have any scrap metal, I don't think. I don't usually leave scrap metal laying around. I don't even have a hammer to get scrap metal. Okay. Alright. Fine. I'll go and make a hammer so I can get the scrap metal so I can make the fireplace that my fish broke somehow. Okay. So, here's a good lesson for you. How do you make a hammer? Well, you hop in the truck and you find a bush. not just any bush. Bush like this? Yes, search bush. Thatch, 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 stick pile. Nice. I'm gonna gather a bit more thatch and stick pile, because this is how you make tools. I could go searching around and find tools, but where's the fun in that? It's much funner to go into a bush and find all the components and make your own. That's what I always say. Except I've never said that in my life. Anyway, we're gonna get away from that bug. I've got enough rocks to make a hammer at least. Oh, look at that. There's a battery on that car. I'll take that. Alright, so let's see. What do we need here? We're going to go to equipment. We're going to go to tools. So, in order to make a hammer, I need a stick pile, a rock, and a rope. I've got rock, I've got a stick pile, but I've got no rope. So, what do? We go to components, rope, 4 rags. I've got rags. Make a rope. Tools. I said tools. And we'll make a hammer. Right. It's hammer time. Okay. So, harvest scrap metal. You find any kind of broken down vehicle like this one right here. And we hit it. I need 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 19, 20. I'm gonna see how many this car will give me. I'm just curious. Oh, 29, almost 30. Okay, fine. Will this give me some? Nope. Okay. So we've got everything I need to make my fireplace now. Oh, it's a bug. Okay, it's outside. It's not going to get me. Alright, so we go base building. We go down to our utilities. And we build. Oh, I only needed 10 scrap metal. Okay. Whatever. I got more than I needed. Oh, it's too heavy. Right. Okay, fine. We will put a stack of these down. Okay. Hopefully that does it. Looks about right. It's touching the wall. Just about. Close enough for me. Let's put this guy somewhere. We'll go to freedom mode. And we'll put him up here. There. Now Jerry can have a friend. Where'd Jerry go? Oh, there's Jerry. We'll grab our walls again. Actually, I might be overweight, so... Where'd I put all my car... Oh, my car parts are outside. I put it out here because I thought it would be more convenient. Anything else that can go in there? Nope. Okay. Yeah, there's my generator. Turn it on. Makes noise and everything. Super annoying. Turn it off for now. Put Jerry back on his mantle. There we go. Okay, so we need that, and we need these. Oh, really? What is weighing me down? Whatever, we'll come back. Not a big deal. So, let's go. I think that was everything I needed. Yeah. So, we're going to add our second level to this hut. This building. That consists of the exterior walls, some poles to put up the roof to support it, and I'm gonna need a door. I was kind of messing around with this a little bit earlier. Huh. And I couldn't put a wall here for some reason. I'm gonna try again later. I kind of wanted to try these roofs out just to give it a little bit of styling or whatever. We'll see if it works out. They might end up moving. I haven't quite figured that out yet. It's just an odd little jet out. I think the roof that I'll have, yeah, it will cover this area. It's about, what is that, 3 by 4? 4 by 4? 1, 2, 3 by 4. Something like that. It's that square. But it won't cover this, but that's fine because this is going to be my stairway. And yeah, that's the way it's going to be. I wonder if I should put roof over here, though. It's all subject to change. It's a moving organism. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, let's get building. I've got all the walls already pre-built. I've put them here. Oh, my door is what I'm missing. That's alright though. We'll yeah, we'll start here. So I'm gonna put a window down here because I think it would be nice to see out into the world from here. And the kind of pattern that I'm following is that on the corners I have these walls with the kind of X wood in them, just on the corners. So I'll put one here, one there, and then it's plain all the way until the next corner where I have 2 more with the X on them, and so on. So you'll see. You'll see. It'll be great. Okay, so if this wants to be nice, perfect. Everything lines up. That's a perfectly square wall. Now we go plain, just like that. And I think we'll put another window here, just like that. And we'll offset it with another plain one. And a window. So, if you're ever, maybe I should break this down a little bit more. There's a couple different modes for building. There's snap mode, which is like that. It kind of snaps into a location. And if it doesn't want to go somewhere, it turns red. If it will go, it will turn blue. Or there is freedom mode, and I'm hitting control to toggle that. So freedom mode means that I can put this pretty much wherever I want. If I want to put it on an angle, kind of like that, like completely non-90 degree, or 45 degree rather, I can put it like that. As long as it's green, it'll go. Okay? Now, that doesn't make any sense, so I'm not going to do that. But sometimes it won't just want to snap right in, but a lot of times it will, so that's perfect. That's the way that goes. So I'll put it there. And I'll grab another one. Okay, see, that's not quite right. It's sticking out on the left-hand side, so I gotta move over a little bit. And, oop, there it is. And we'll put a window. And we'll put a blank one. And we'll put a window. And we'll put a blank one. And now we're going to put our X's again. I think we're going to do windows again. So one there. And one there. Oh, not there, but there. And we'll put a blank wall. And we'll put a window. And we'll put a blank wall. And we've run out of walls. Okay. So I'm going to have to run down the stairs to my crate here. Let's see. It's always good. I've built some of these walls from other bases, or for other bases. I've built some of them by accident. Because they're all resource intensive, I don't like to throw things away if I don't have to. I think I need that, and I need probably that, and probably that. I'll show you some of these fancy things that I built, like this great big 8-meter tall gate and the door for it. There's a smaller gate, a nice watchtower. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff up there. You can hear a tank outside. Alright, so we've got our walls going to here. We will put a window down and a blank one and a window. Come on, window. And a blank one. Now, I think this is where we make the turn. So I will put... Oh dear. Okay. I thought I was going to put a window there, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put a window here. Oh. I see. I put this in the wrong spot. take this, because we're on a corner and I'm following my pattern. I go like this, and like that, and the door. Like that. There, we got our walls. We've got most of our second story built. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like that either, but I wonder if I could just get that to fit there. That would make it look so much better. Let's try this. Pack up our roof. See if I can place this now. See, it'll go like that, but it's not exactly flush, and it's too high up. So it's going to affect the way that my roof sits. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I think we might just have to go with the, this wall here. Except now, why won't it sit flush? What the... Oh, it's this roof. Bet it's that roof there. To keep things all on the same level, I had to add an extra piece of roof on top of this platform. Otherwise, things kind of look funny. Anywho. Alright, we're gonna put that there. Oh, you're gonna be like that, are you? Alright. It's not perfect. My OCD is triggered, but we'll see what happens here. So now I will take this, put it there, take this angled roof. Oh, I didn't need the other roof piece. Maybe I did. Can't tell. Doesn't matter, it's there. And look at that. It kinda worked. I'm just a tiny bit concerned that there's gonna be a little gap there between the roof and that wall, but I think I can work with that. I think I can make that work. Or it's gonna bug me forever. And ever and ever. But we're ready to build the next bit, which is the ceiling. So I'm going to use the same principles that I used down here with these. I'm going to go first person with these pillars or columns, if you will, and these large roof tiles. I'm going to close this door just in case a horde of zombies decides to come at me. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Why is there grass in your base? Because the game doesn't know. It doesn't know. Alright, so I need scaffolding, which is going to be these platform stairs and these platforms. I've got enough wood to make my pillars and the floor itself. Yeah, let's actually, I'm gonna just put this in there. Put that in there too. Oh, I've already got a column. Neat. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to start with... Oh, we'll start on this side. So, the center of this column is going to be right about... or sorry, center of this roof, I think is about here. So that's where I'm going to put this. We're going to put it right about, it's not going to snap, is it? Oh, it will. Right about there. That's roughly center of the roof. And then I'm going to take the other one, and I'm going to put it right about, come on. I don't want it snapped there. I want it right there. I'll show why in a minute. And I'm going to put my staircase to go up there. Okay. So what we have here is we have the platform in which is going to support my my roof tile temporarily. And we've got some scaffolding that will give me a kind of top-down view of where it's going to sit. And you can kind of see, if you look at the top of my head there, it's going to go sit on that wall, to that corner, back to here, to over here somewhere. So, let's craft that wall. Or ceiling. Damn it. It's going to be... It's an expansion piece. It's meaning that it's from a mod that I installed. We're gonna go to roofs, and this is it's a 12 by 12 roof. It's gonna cost us 24 of our lumber. I'm gonna make. I think I need at least 4 of them. Might as well build those right now. My God, is that slow? Sorry for my creaky headset. It's noisy. Plastic. It's annoying. Anyways, almost done. Okay. So we will grab one of them and we will place it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Snapping seems to be pretty awesome. Everything just snaps together, except it doesn't. Not everything does. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. Truth be told, I've never actually experimented with this, so I have no idea if this is going to work. Wouldn't it be something if it didn't? So, for some reason, it really doesn't seem to want to sit nice. So I'm just going to place it there. Check this out, and oh my God, it does not. Why not? That's peculiar. It seems to be an issue with this roof tile, or this platform. The platform is taller. Oh. Well, that's interesting. The walls are actually sitting just slightly below. They're not sitting on this floor, like they're sitting on the floor below. So there's actually that much of a gap. Yeah, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but there's just a tiny bit of this wall that is below the floor here. That much of the wall is below the floor there. Hence why there's a gap here. So, damn. Okay. So my way of building this last time is not gonna work this time. So now I need to be creative. So what we're gonna do, and I have no idea if this is gonna work. I really have no clue. I do know that the seam was going to be right there. So I'm gonna put this here, because that should hold that up at least. Oh, it's tall. Oh no. Oh boy, oh boy. That's not great. That's not what you want. It's got the same issue as the, as this. Huh. What do you know about that? Well, I guess this is why you try things before you make a video. Because now I've got to figure something else out. Okay, let's think about this. I'm going to pack this roof up for a second. Pick that up. We're going to pack this roof, platform up. Like that. How are we going to do this? I have to pick this up. I guess what I could do, and it's going to look a little weird, but if I'm clever about it, it could be all right. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is, and I'm going to have to offset the top floor and the bottom floor just a bit, but what's going to happen is, as a result, I'm going to have to lose a row, if you know what I mean. So it's going to become narrower. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to have to pack up all of this, unfortunately. I'll tell you what. I'm going to pause the video and I'll pack this up. Right. Okay, so I've packed up all the exterior walls. Um, my weight was exceeded, so I can't actually pick everything up. Um, not a great idea to do it, what I'm doing, because if the server decides to restart, I will lose all of those building materials. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Put a couple things away. Like that. What else? Put that away. I don't need that anymore anyway. Um, what else is eating up all my weight here? 20 kilograms over. Oh, it's the roofs. Well, we can put the roofs there for now. Okay, so, actually, you know what I might do? Just to give me a starting point. In fact, I'll take all of these. I have an idea. It just came to me just this second. A way to try and... I missed the stairs, really? I'm gonna go first person for this. I want to know... Okay, if I put that there... Gosh, I hope that's straight. It's a little bit offset. I don't know of anything I could have done to prevent this from happening, but yeah, it's not going to snap. And it's not going to sit just nice there. So we'll go freedom mode. And oh boy. We're just going to have to trial and error this. If I put that there, it's a little bit off. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to put it in this wall, or in that gap. And of course it's not going to sit straight. Of course it's not going to sit right. Oh my goodness. Nothing is easy. I'm going to offset it a little bit more. Okay, and we're going to try this again. Okay, snap mode. It's gonna, okay. Oh, because I wasn't snapped. Oh. Okay, okay. Try this again. We're gonna set this so it's right. Freedom mode. Match the bottom left to the edge. Top left to the corner. And everything else should be square. Not terrible, but not great. But it might just have to do. I don't really care if the roof overlaps at all. We're going to put that there. Now, okay, you can see how that's sitting just so. And it's still short. So let's try that again a little bit differently. I think the issue is that this wall is still sitting on the wall below it, which is the problem that I had to begin with. I'm going to just double check that because there's an easy way to tell. See the wood at the bottom? the bottom of the wall there. When I put it like this, it disappears into the floor, which means it is sitting on the roof, or on the wall below, and I'm gonna have the same problem as I did before. So let's try this again. We're going to take that platform, we're going to bring it back. So I think I want it about there. This is really tough to tell if it's just right. It looks alright. I think that'll work. I'll know for sure because in a minute I'm going to put a row of them this way, and we'll know if I'm straight or not. And it's this is going to be a pain. But let's find out if this even works. And it does. You can see the wood part there is now on top of this roof, and therefore it's tall. It's level with the top of the platform, which means that my roof is going to sit nice, and my pillars, columns, if you will sit nice. So I think this is going to work. Now, wouldn't it just be nice if I collapse this? Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. They join, and hopefully they're square. So now I should be able to just take them and join them together like that. Come on, be nice. Oh, you're gonna be a jerk, aren't you? Nothing is easy. Nothing is 100% easy. So here's what we do. We put that like that. We're gonna have to do the platform trick that I was hoping to avoid, because it's just a little bit time consuming. But if it makes everything nice and square, I'll play the game. Okay. And okay. Alright. Now we take the wall and we snap it in place. And we take the wall and we snap it in place. And we take the wall, snap it in place. Wall. Place. Uh-oh. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. It overlaps there. Ha. Ain't that a son of a gun. So now we have a decision to make. Now we've got a problem. It's not the world's biggest problem, but it's a problem. The problem is, okay. The problem is that my roof, if I take out a row like these walls and start my wall here, or if I take this wall off and start it over here, the roof is going to overhang because it's 12 by 12. But I think if I'd have brought this one over a little bit more, I wouldn't have that issue. So here's what we do. isn't building fun. It is when it works. And trying to figure out all the little things, all the little thingies. Okay, freedom mode, and we just go like just over a smidge. To there. Oh boy. Oh boy, do I hope that works. I think it will. No. Well. You can see how this doesn't quite line up, and that's gonna make my wall crooked. So let's try this. Let's go first person. And we just try and line everything up. Okay, so that's it like that. Oh. Trying to think of another way of doing this. Did I do it? No, not really. Not really. Alright, welcome back. So, my plans didn't exactly work. I had to mostly freehand it. I got one wall perfect, kind of straight. I lined up the rest by eye. I went outside, checked it. It seems to be mostly level. I'll kind of show you what it looks like here. You can see that just by looking at it like this, it's not really perfectly straight. But it's straight enough. Most importantly, it's square enough. And it's holding up the first roof that I put down. And it's sitting on top of the second roof, or I guess first roof, sorry. So I went all the way around. I kind of got everything lined up the way I wanted to. Now what I'm doing is I'm placing the roofs. So here's, just like I explained earlier, I put down the platform. I went up on my scaffolding. I missed the stairs again. And I set it on top, and it took me a few tries to get it this square. Now, this isn't perfect. Normally I'd like this to be right on this wall. You can see how it's kind of just off, and you can see how terribly crooked that wall is. That's as straight as I can get it freehand. I could go back and try and straighten it. It could wind up more crooked. But this is the top story, so I'm not super picky about this. If I wanted to build a third story, I would go back and try and get this to sit just right. Although that may not even be necessary, because I'm gonna just have the same issue as the first time. The next walls won't sit directly on these walls. They'll sit on top of that roof, so they will be offset a little bit if I decided to do that. I don't want to do that. I do want to fix that though. So I'm going to tear this roof down. And I want to show you how I do this anyways. So I pick that up. I'm going to build some whatchamacall them? Columns. I want the 3-meter columns. And I want probably, let's see if I've got, I want 2, 4, 6, 8, I think I want like 10. They're super cheap to build. I may want more, because I'm gonna need 2 for the centers. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I'll need about 14 or so. So I'm just gonna make a bunch, and if I need more, I'll make more. Looks like I'm only gonna get 14 or so anyway. Yeah, so that's fine. Now I'm gonna place this so that it is right on that corner, right about there. I'm gonna have to go free mode so I can bring it back a bit. Right there. That's where that's gonna go. Right like that. That's a perfect placement. Doesn't get better than that. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, right. I didn't count the center. So I am gonna need more pillars, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna put this pillar column. I don't column or pillar. What is correct? Who cares? That's what I say. And we're gonna put one here somehow. It's a little bit crooked. Straighten it out. Bring it back. Bam. Bam. Just like that. And we're gonna put one here. Gonna rotate it. Bring it out from the wall just a bit. Till the game is happy with it. Right there. Alright, so we've got 4 pillars. I'm going to move my scaffolding out of the way. I think I can pick that up. Yep. Here's the moment of truth. And this is the part where it's like, okay, yay, it worked, or crap, I'm dead. We're going to pack up this platform. And it stayed. And I'm alive. And I have a roof. And I'm so happy. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. Step 2. Put our scaffolding back so that I can get on the roof. We go up here. Now we have to get this roof on there nice and straight. The good news is that I've done the hard part. I've gotten this one on and up to at least somewhat satisfactory placement. So now I can use this one as sort of a guide as to where the next one goes. So you can kind of see I'm lining it up. I can only do this free mode. I cannot use snapping. Snapping is just not going to work. Again, these roofs are not part of the stock game. These are part of a mod. If you go to the Steam Workshop, you will see that there's a number of mods, and this is one of the extra base building mods. Really good work. that they did on this. So, it seems like it's straight. I'm willing to bet it's not, but all I can do is try. I'm trying to match up the grains of wood. I'm trying to make sure that it's on the edges, that it lines up, and it really looks good, but yeah, you see how it's kind of glitchy there along the seam? There, there's just a time where you have to say that's good enough. What really matters is, does it cover here? And I don't know if it's crooked or if my wall is that crooked. I think it's the wall. Like I say, as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough. I guess it really matters what it looks like underneath, because this is what you're going to see. And it looks fine underneath, actually. The next roof is going to have, so I can tell you right now, this did not line up the way I wanted it to. There's too much of an overlap, and it's exponential because the first one didn't line up. Walls are crooked, because this roof should be right up to this seam. Everything is the same measurement, so I don't know why that didn't happen. It really only matters here on this side, and it kind of looks like it will line up. Oops. That's just the, when it comes down to, this is a survival game. My guy is hungry. He's sweating because of the suit that he's in. It's the end of the world. He doesn't care if the roof lines up perfectly. He just wants a roof over his head. So, that's what it comes down to. This is survival, not Prettiest House magazine. So, it's good enough. Let's put up a pillar and see if this thing stays. And they're pillars from now on, they're not columns. Because my brain is broken. There's one pillar. As you can see, I'm frustrated after messing around with these walls. I just want to get this base built, and I want it to look somewhat cool. As cool as I can make it, given the building mechanics and everything else. So freedom, okay, and we go shabam. Shabam, I say. Yeah. I don't really care if this lines up perfectly, even if there is a gap here, which there isn't. I'm surprised. Because I'm going to do something different on the very roof. I'm going to actually make a proper roof. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but it's going to look nice. Okay, now I need a pillar here. That goes there, and it's that's so satisfying when it lines up that nice. Alright, and just like before, I have no reason to believe that this roof is going to fall and kill me, but weird things happen. Oh, that's nice. That's nice when that happens. And it just works. It tickles my brain. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So next roof piece is gonna go in this area. We're gonna go up here. I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, Mike, you got this big wide open space over here. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just chill. Just chill. It's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Until it's not, and then I burn the whole thing down. So I'm gonna rotate it so that I can line up these horizontal lines or vertical lines vertical lines is, yeah, that's the word. Gonna just try my darndest to line this up just right. There is a seam, you can see the gap there, but I'm more concerned about this overhang. So let's just hop here for a second and take a look. So that looks not bad. That looks not bad at all. Like, damn. You can see that that wall is, it's not too bad. It's a little crooked. But, let's jump downstairs and take a look outside. That's the only way that I can really tell. So I come it down here. Well, it doesn't look right. I could maybe try that again. That wall is really crooked. I might try and straighten that out. It's the never-ending battle of crooked wall, straight roof, crooked wall, crooked roof, straight wall. Anyways, it's just, it is what it is. Like I said, my guy's hungry. He's tired. He just wants to put his feet up and not get eaten by a zombie today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, before I pick that up, before I mess around with that, I'm gonna put the next tile up, and we'll just see what happens here. Okay, I'm gonna go first person mode. So this one should be the easiest, right? Because I've got not just one that I can go off of, I've got two. So that... Okay, so I'm off there, but I'm joined up to the left. On the right, I mean. I'm going to move back to line up the bottom. And that should be good. That should be nice and square enough. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with that. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's money. That's good. What happened there? Okay, what? Okay, so this one is somewhat straight. Okay. Here's what we do. We're going to tear this one down. Where'd it go? There it is. We're going to... crud. Okay, we're going to take this down. Okay. We're going to put my scaffolding here. We're going to climb up these stairs. And we're going to try this one again, because it is kind of bad. I could tell from the outside that it was crooked, but I didn't really know that it was the roof that was crooked and not the wall until I looked at the inside and saw that huge gap. So, just the way it is. Just the way that building goes. So we're going to try this again. It looks like, okay. So it looks like it's straight there. So now if I go back, forward. Oh, it's right there. Right there. That looks better. Let's see what it looks like here. It still looks straight there. Let's, if I fall down there, am I gonna die? I shouldn't die. Yeah, alright. Looks a little better. You can still see that on this side it's a little off kilter. That could definitely be because the wall kind of slants. But, you know, it's not half bad. I'd say it's half good. So, let's put up some pillars. Put up a pillar here. Like so. Put up a pillar here. Gonna have to go freehand. Boom. Where's the seam? It's gonna be, should be right here. Yeah, there it is. Put a pillar here. We put a pillar here. Put a pillar here. And then a pillar here. Come on, there. That's good enough. Got my staircase there. So now I have a decision to make. Well, actually, I have a trial to make. Am I going to die? Am I going to live? I think I need to pull this down because I think this will stay. I think everything I've done. Oh boy. Here's the test. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Oh. Okay, wait. Yeah, I got pillars here, so this should just work. And it did. Awesome. Awesome. Clean up my mess. Alright, now here's the decision that I have to make. Am I going to use the same style roof here, or am I going to use platforms? I know that the platform, or the roof tile will only go here because it's only this wide. And then I might as well do that. I'll have overhang for my patio. Yeah, let's do that. I need more wood. Which means I need my axe, which I have no idea where it is. There's my axe, it's almost toast. Run over to my wood pile real quick. Hopefully there's no mutants over here or zombies or anything. Seems good. Bring out my axe. Hear a tank nearby, which is always sketchy. Oh, he's way over there. So the way that this works is I have to chop one piece of wood. Sorry, 2 pieces of wood for every piece of lumber that I need. I'm probably just gonna go until this axe breaks, because how many do I have? So that's gonna make me about 24 pieces. Yeah, I need more. So I still need to make the pillars as well, which are three lumber each, which is 6 pieces of wood. Yeah. So what I will normally do is when I'm out scavenging for food and all that, I'll go by some of the warehouses that have the crates in them. I'll go by I'll go just about anywhere, and if I see pallets, I'll strip them of all their wood. All of the trucks have, oh my gosh, all of the semis along the road have pallets in them. You can usually get about 3 or 4 pieces of lumber from each one. So I mean that saves you a lot of time chopping wood and just staring at logs. Oh, my axe is broken. That doesn't look that bad from over here. Yeah, it was a pain. It was a real big pain in the butt, but and if you look really close, you can see some of the issues here. But you know what? It's just character. It's character building. That's what I choose to call it. Alright, so now we need to turn our wood into lumber. So there's lumber. Should have enough to make this work. So we go base building expansion, structures, walls. No, not walls. We want roofs, and we want one of these. And it's so forever taking. Okay, now we need scaffolding. No, I just had the thought of putting a 3rd story on the thing. I just thought about it, and I'm thinking, nope, I'm not doing it. Not gonna happen. Not today. I've got too many other things I want to do. And I just think with this style of base that I built, the 3rd story is not conducive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice roof on it. I'm going to use these types of roof pieces to go up. I'm going to go here, then I'm going to put a platform, put another one on top of that, platform here, a roof tile on top of that, and then maybe either flat roof on top of that, or I could just leave it flat, or I could go up another and just make it a point. The other thing I could do is I could do that there, just to make a nice point in the front, put these curved roof pieces along the side to make it flat, and then I could leave it flat on the top here, like one section up, and I could have like a rooftop patio, or I could put watchtowers up there. There's all sorts of things I could do. Lots of ideas. I'm gonna make at least one more video, I think, with that on it. For now, let's get this on. Okay, so we're on freedom mode. And wow, Why don't you just want to be nice? Why don't you just want to be nice, roof? Oh, okay. This one's gonna go up different. I'm not sure why. This has never happened before. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Um, hmm. Okay, we're gonna take this down. We're gonna take this down. Where'd it go? There it is. We're going to take one of these and we're gonna put it snapping right there. I know what you're thinking. It's not lining up properly, but give it a second. We'll figure that out. I think I could put other roof pieces on top of that to level that out. Okay, now what we're gonna do is take this and put it roughly there. Go up. We're gonna craft two normal roof pieces, which are 3x4, which will fit right on. Oh no, 4x4. They're gonna fit perfectly on top of those two platforms that we have there. Like so. And like so. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna take our roof piece. And we're just going to see if what we can make happen here. It's really curious that it wants to snap like that, even though... Oh, okay, I was in snap mode. See, sometimes you really gotta just F around with it a little bit. And I just want it to sit nice. Like, just sit nice. Why won't it just sit nice? That's weird. I never had this issue the first go around. Yeah, this is really bizarre. Oh my goodness. I can only assume it's because this is messing with it, I think. So we're gonna just try something here. We're going to take this and I'm going to actually snap it in place there. So after we're gonna jump. Yeah, I think that was the issue. I think the fact that that staircase was not straight and it was not stamped, it was messing with the way that this wanted to lay down. So I'm gonna flip this around. Yeah, like that. Like that. Or like this. I'm just trying to line up the grains and the patterns so that it will just sit nice, but I don't think that's gonna work this time. How's that? Ah, messy. Very messy. And in a way, it's almost straight this way. Oops, that's gonna kill me. Oh boy. So let's try that again. Okay, so we go left or right, that is. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit further. Let's see what that looks like. Oh my god, really? How? How is it crooked? Oh, this game. I love this game, but some things are just way hard, way more work than they're worth sometimes. I'm not even sure how that happened, but like, is it this roof, the tile that's crooked? Should not be taking me this long to get this done. I'm gonna have to edit out a bunch of this nonsense. This is. Oh, this is sketchy. This is so sketchy. Holy crap, did I get it? Did I finally get it? I think what's happening is it's going underneath. If I bet you if I. Which might be good enough. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, it's going underneath. Maybe a little. But you know what? I'm gonna call that a win. So, I'm gonna put up the rest of my pillars. I'm gonna put a roof on it. I'm gonna show you what I did when I come back. I'm gonna fast forward through that part. I'll show you the final product when I'm done. Alright, welcome back everybody. So you'll notice I am not at my base anymore. Well, not anymore, just for the moment. I kind of got carried away while I was off video in the working of my base. I'm out here picking some rocks because I need to make some more rock walls. So if you're like wondering how to get rocks really fast, the best way is to go off-road. I found this farm. This farm is where me and my friends initially had a base set up. And oh, this is such a great place. Anyways, there's this rock walkway, and the rock goes all the way down the road and up this pathway here. You can see it goes on that side of the road all the way over there. There's more over here. But this is the best place right here to just pick up rocks. I've already gone over this once, and you can still see them just walking along. And I'm just spamming F to pick up as many rocks as I can. I figure I don't need too much. I need like, what? It's 20 rocks per wall. I need 6, 12 walls. So, you do the math. I need a lot of rocks still. But just in this short time, I've picked up... Okay, I had some already. But I've already got quite a bit. So. While I'm here, I might as well pick up this honey. I know there's honey here. Cool. So. It is just one of the things you gotta do to get enough rock for your walls. And especially if you're building foundations, you need a lot of rock. And it's not hard to find. It's, you can do it while you're exploring, while you're going to get some food, do a water run, whatever you gotta do. Especially if you're going to get water, because right along the shores of most of the rivers and the sea is all rock covered, so it's not hard to get rock pretty quick. I'm gonna collect 300 or 400 pieces. I should be close to 200 now. Looks like I'm starting to run out on this little chunk of path. Yeah, so like anything, as you pick it, there's only so much that you can pick up before it has to respawn. Oh, I ran out here. Maybe a little. Nope. So you can usually do a couple of good passes, and then it really starts to slow down. How far this way did I go? Did I go over here? Alright, let's see. What am I at? I'm at about, what is that, 300-ish? So that's going to make me 2, 4, 6, 8. That's not going to help. It's going to make me about 15 rock pieces. I think I need a little bit more. Maybe 15's good. If I need more, I can get more. I wanted to make this this chimney. I had an idea to make a chimney on the house for the fireplace. Purely aesthetic. It's not necessary, but just thought it'd be a nice looking thing. I'll go and show you what I've done here. So I said I wasn't going to add a third story to the house because it would be a pain. What I wanted to do is just put a roof on it, and as I was putting the roof on it, the idea from my what do you want to call it, sort of platform on the top didn't really work out, and it turned out to be more of an attic than I expected, so I just, as you can see, I just kind of went with it. Oh god, no! Oh, it should break free. There we go. So I kind of went nuts. But I did something pretty interesting that I'm pretty proud of. I'll go first person, to give you the tour. So, like I say, I wasn't gonna do a third story. I didn't think I was gonna have a third internal story, but it worked out that I could without sacrificing too much on design. So I've got this was gonna be one big sloped roof going all the way up, but that didn't quite line up anyway. So, and it was gonna look goofy with this on it. So I figured, we could do a tiered kind of thing, and so this is what I did. This will be all enclosed, or that's the plan anyway. But what I thought was really interesting is that I did this. You see the vaulted ceilings I've got here, and what I did was sort of what I did with this floor underneath. I've got these pillars, and I've stacked one on top of the other. And I've got two here for that piece, two here for that piece, two here for that piece, two here for that piece. And it's this one and this one, not these two together that are holding up this piece of roof. Now this roof is made up of the 4x4 roof pieces. And what I had to do is I had to put up these pillars using platforms. So I had, I think, 10 platforms, 5 here, 5 here, and then I would put up a pillar underneath the platform all the way along, and then I'd go on top of the platform, and these pillars would actually stick through the top of the platform a little bit so you could see where they were, and then I stacked a pillar on top. And then I took another platform layer and I went over top of that. Then I went on top of the roof. I'll see if I can get up there. I got rid of my staircase, but I went and stood on top of the roof. Oh, yeah, I still can't get up there. And I put the 4x4 roof tiles on top of the very top platform. Then I came down and I removed the top layer of platforms, and I made sure that each time I stood away from underneath the roof, because inevitably, and once it did happen, the roofs fell, or one of them fell and killed me. So I was very cautious to get out of the way, just in case another one did fall. And I think out of all of this, only 2 fell, and this one kind of fell, and it still falls. I don't know why it fell, but just like one single level underneath the rest of it, and I don't know why that happened. As far as I can tell, I'm not doing anything different than any of the other roofs. I could maybe try and push this pillar over a little bit, but I mean, it's still going through the roof, so I don't know. I'm just chalking it up to weird shit happens, and it is what it is. Nothing's perfect. So one tiny blemish isn't too bad, and there's a couple of blemishes. I'm not gonna point them all out, but you'll probably see them when you see them. Um, so I kind of like it. It's kind of an attic. If I wanted to, I could put platforms here and kind of have like a pseudo loft. Um, there's lots of like creative things that you could do. Um, I like this idea because this would be great for a garage for cars. I could put a big gate here. If sorry, if this top part was on the ground, I could turn this into a garage. Um, but I may use this construction style again later. Um, we'll have to see. I really like the way that this worked out. Um, so yeah, that's what I did. On the outside, like here, you can kind of see inside. It's sloped there. That is a roof piece. That is one of these. So I had to go and chop some wood, find some sheet metal. I had lots through a couple of drops that I found, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'd be 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. About 40 of them. And I lined them all the way along up top there. Oh, 40, probably 50 of them. Because, no, 40, sorry. Um, I could go up one more level on top of the roof and put them on top of these roof tiles, but I thought that was a little much and it just makes it look too pointy at the top. I wanted the flat top, so it, yeah, it was just my personal preference. You can do whatever you want with your base, and I'd love to see pictures. So if you do something like this, please post pictures. I'd like to see what you guys can come up with. And there's nothing saying you have to make a huge mansion either. Just sometimes simple is better, and certainly less time consuming. So what I want to do is I want to make some more brick walls because I'd like to continue that theme. So I'm gonna go to walls. I'm going to make some walls here. Now I have to decide what kind of walls I want. I know I want brick or stone, but okay, so I want at least 2 crisscross, probably 3 crisscross. Let's do them all the crisscross ones. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do them all crisscross, I guess. I think that would look best. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crisscross ones there. I want 1 1 window crisscross, and another non. So I think that's 4 crisscross, 2 non-crisscross, and a window crisscross. Or X, if you will. So let's do that. So 1, 2, and 4. And my storage is full, so these are just hitting the floor. But I'll let them sit here. Now 1. I can't remember if I wanted 1 or 2, but I'll make 2 for now. And then I want at least 1 window. So I got some spare parts from the construction of this thing. I made a few extra roof pieces that I didn't need. I could throw them away, but that's not how this works. I can't just... I hoard things. So we're going to put my scaffolding away. We're going to put that away. We're going to put a couple of roof pieces back. Oh, those can stack with that. These roof pieces here. If you think this is bad, you should see my other base. I got an entire inventory full of spare parts that I probably could have used here to save me some time and resources, but whatever. And put those there. Okay, so now I should have enough inventory. Yes, okay. Let's go back upstairs. So, oh crap. I need to get up there somehow to put a window. And I'd really like to turn this into a staircase, but if I take this down, what else is going to come down with it? Probably that. Although it looks like that's sitting on top of that, so... Whatever, one thing at a time. I think I can get up there by doing this. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Huh. Okay, let's put the window in. Perfect. You can see out it. And then here I want just a... Oh, that's a platform. I thought I built... There we go. No crosses. So... Oh, that's nice when it just fits nice like it's supposed to. Oh, what's up with that gap? You know what? I can fix that. We just... Can I fix that? I swear I've done this before. Oh no, it's not gonna work. Oh no. Well, that's weird. Hopefully you can't see that from downstairs, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. See, it didn't happen there. Oh, there's a gap here. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if I can, Okay, that's not exactly legit, but, you know, it worked. Technically, I could remove... Oh, that almost worked. Technically, I could remove one of these platforms, but, whatever. Just weird how the things work. Okay, now we've got this wall. Now, I could even put a staircase going down there if I wanted to. But I think for now, we're just going to... Oh, I've got that to do as well. There we go. There, doesn't that look nice? Okay, so there, now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more walls. I should, yeah, I'll have enough. No. Yeah, I should have enough. Math is not my friend today. So now I just need to know what I want them to be, and I think I want, um, I think I want these walls to be solid and those walls up there to be, windowed. How am I going to get up there? I'm going to have to build a staircase. I don't think I have one. That's alright. So, I'm going to run down there, grab the staircase, because I want to evaluate what I want, which pieces I want to go in those holes. So, grab a staircase right there. Okay, okay. I don't think that can be helped. I think I've got a single overhang piece. It's weird that it didn't happen on the other side. That's peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of that. Also, my windows are staggered a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about that. So I think I want, yeah, the top two to be windows. I want the bottom ones to be X's on the outside, blanks on the inside, window X's on the top. So let's just do this real quick. Two of these. Two of these. And two of these. Okay. I'm gonna have to zip over to my other base to get the chimney. The chimney's gonna go here. It's gonna go up. And if everything lines up, I don't think it is. I was gonna take out that roof piece, but you can see that it's kind of offset just slightly. Huh. I mean, I guess I could line it up with that. It doesn't really matter. I just gotta move that window because the chimney's gonna cover it. I can move it to anywhere. Just take it out. Yeah, I can figure that out. I got an idea for how I'm gonna do it. Right, let's go back upstairs. Alright, so I want one of these. Right, come on, get in there. There. My base is pretty much functionally done. I could do some fancy things like I could put a railing around here so that you can see the staircase a little better. Put some walls and rooms in here. Section it off however you want. Pretty much have the freedom, seeing as there's really only a couple of obstructions in the middle of the room, which you would have in any other building anyway. Oh, I just noticed there's no pillars here. There should actually be pillars here. That didn't go down right. I just like things symmetrical if possible. There. Yeah. So yeah, you could put some rooms. You could have like a crafting room up here, or just a storage room, or if you've got multiple friends that want to share a base, they could each have their own room with storage. I gotta put some pillars up here to make this look a little legit. Something like that, although it's overhanging. Oh, no, it isn't. That side definitely is. Maybe stairs from the second floor down to the mainland there. Ground level would be nice. Oh, that's... okay, fine. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. So I'll probably keep working on this over time, or I may tear it down. I don't know. I just really wanted to get this design worked out. I wanted to finish it, and for all intents and purposes, it is done. It looks a little compoundish, but I think it looks nice. I think it's mighty fine for what it is, and I think it would be a suitable base for any army. Some additions that you could make would be to put a perimeter wall around, using some of the bridges that are there. You could put a big old gate right up here. You could put some towers around it. You could even have them accessible through the roof if you did the roof differently. Like if I just kept it flat, you could definitely attach different bridges to it, and then lead it to another building, or lead it just to the ground, or to a perimeter wall, or all sorts of goodies that you could do. There's no limit, really, and you have to allow for some mishaps. That's gonna mock me for as long as this base stands. You know, personal preference is always the thing. If you wanted it to have a pointy roof, you could. I think it looks fine without it. The back end looks a little plain. I could have put a deck or something over here. But, you know, it's always a progression. The next base will be different. Maybe it'll be better. And we move on. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep posting videos of this game because there's a number of aspects that we have not explored yet. yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and let's talk about it. Have a good day.